If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life. Let's get into it.
Well, welcome back everybody to another exciting episode of Ted Talks Guitars and Life. Well, my friends, in today's video, what I'm going to be doing with you is deciding which guitar project I'm going to tackle next. Feel free to put all your remarks in the comments below. I'll check those out and take them under advisement. Yeah, guys, so we have completed all the other projects around the shop except for 3 that have been kind of piling up on me because they are going to require a little bit of extra effort. So we'll start with this. This is a prototype body for Frank Stallone guitars that Strings and Pucks sent over to me. And a couple things about this project. On this particular guitar, in talking with Strings and Pucks, I need to paint over this or remove I'm assuming that's F for Frank Stallone. So that's one thing. This needs to be sanded, it needs to be finished, and I don't think that appears to be kind of engraved a little bit in the wood. So I'm thinking that I'm going to need to paint this solid. I don't think that I can sand over that. Yeah, I think that's just going to produce a problem if I attempted to do that. I can't tell if it's just dyed. It could just be a dye job or a paint job, but it's not sanding off. So I'm thinking maybe the wood has been dyed. Dyed really well. Hey Spark, what do I do about this, man? I've been watching a lot of Sparky's videos, man. Learning a lot from you, Spark. Thanks for sharing your journeys with us, man. Anyway, guys, so we've got a couple of opportunities with this. One is I've got to either figure out if that can be removed and just stain it, so that the wood grain shows, which it would look cool. Or I just need to sand it all down and paint it a solid color. The second thing about this guitar that's a little bit of a challenge, oh, by the way, it did come with a control plate cover that looks something a bit like that. It's pretty cool. And Strings and Pucks did send me all of the component parts that I would need for the project. So if I were to take a gander at these, we've got pickups, we've got knobs, we've got all the control stuff. I've got a control plate. I don't see one of those here, but yeah, man, he sent me everything else. And I did have one standing by somewhere. This one, you may remember that. So we'll see if we're going to use that or not. But he did send everything over that I would need to complete the guitar. So that's good electronic wise. But again, like I said, the big thing is the body's got some work we need to do to it. And the second thing is that the neck pocket is a little less than 55 mil. I really can't get a good measurement in the neck pocket. The best I can do is kind of align it like this and then kind of sort of take a peek at it. So in doing that, here's what I can tell you for sure. I've got 4 necks. This is the neck off the Strat that was reshaped to be a telly. It is too big. This is a neck that came from Ray over at Guitar Adventures with Ray Landis. It is too big. This is one of the necks that Strings and Puck sent over, and you know, he told me it's maybe it's salvageable, maybe it's not. I did notice this evening that it has a screw right there in that hole, broken off, and it needs to be obviously repaired here. But alas, too big. And then I've got this other neck that Strings and Puck sent over. Looks really cool. But again, guess what? It's too wide. Guys, when I say these necks are too wide, they're like too wide by like a mil. I mean, it's super close. What I don't know is, what do you do when a guitar neck is too big for a guitar body? Do you sand a little bit off the edges of the neck on each side evenly? Or do you attempt to do a little bit of routing here? I don't know. So put it in the comments. That would really be helpful. So I don't believe that this is going to be the next project, because I need to get some answers on that deal. All right. So contestant number 2 on the project is wrong, or hopefully project is right, would be the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird was a guitar body that Ray sent over to me. And the neck that he sent, this really nice, I mean, that is just such a cool looking neck, man. It looks fantastic. I haven't done it needs some fret work on the edges. It looks like somebody's done a little something to it, but it needs some help. So, and if you hang on the channel, you know I can do that. That's one of my favorite things to do, right, Keith? Ted is a neck guy. But this neck is just a, well, I don't know, man, maybe. It feels like I could almost force that in there. So that's a possibility. The other necks, the ones that Strings and Pucks sent over, are too, well, this one, actually, you know what? Well, I believe that would work, guys. Now I don't know if that's in there. This neck pocket is kind of suspect to me. You see how it kind of it's just not, I don't think it's cut straight. It's either an optical illusion because of the Thunderbird shape, or that neck pocket is crooked. I really cannot tell. J-Man, I'm doing this gingerly, brother. I really, really am doing my best. All right, so that's a possibility. And this is, again, I know that's not going to fit. That's way too thick. So now again, with this body, assuming that we could get, oh, I see, man. Can you see that? Can you see how this is kind of rounded right here? It's kind of going this way. Maybe that's why. The neck pocket, the line, if it were straight, right? So if you were to look at it like this, maybe that'll help you see what I'm seeing. So if I put this flush on the inside, you could just see the overhang. You see how it looks like it's crooked? Man, now is it crooked? I don't know. I'd have to put a bridge plate on there and see if it all lines or not. But it sure looks weird. So if we could get a neck to fit this one, and again, the one that Strings and Pucks sent, this will fit in there with a little bit of finagling. So this guitar neck, it needs, The frets need to be polished for sure. The fret edges aren't bad. I would, of course, do my thing to them because I'd like them to be a little smoother than that. All right, but once we get that done, this body, it's just rough. Can you feel that? I mean, can you hear it? So I'm, again, with this one, I'm going to need to do, even though it's been finished with something, you could tell, right? But the wood grain, you can feel it beyond that. So this needs to be finished, and this needs to be, sanded and finished is what I'm trying to say. Sorry guys, it's a little bit later here for a video. But I was just thinking about things and thought I'd bring you along for the ride. There is one more contestant. Let me grab it. Oh, by the way, I should say, this one, the body that Ray sent over. Now this is something that I'm going to have to get all of the parts that we would need. So I have been purchasing some parts in the hopes that I can get it together. And so I should have everything I need, pickups and all that. I'm going to do a telly, obviously, control plate because it's routed for one, as you can see. So I've got pups and I've got all the things. I've been acquiring those in the background while I've been working on other projects. Yeah, man, been hanging out in the zone. Okay, now let me get contestant number 3. This is contestant number 3. This is the Peavey EXP Generations guitar body. And you may or may not remember that a while back on the channel, I did finish the neck. So I have done everything to it. The only thing I haven't done is put a nut in it quite yet. So these are Grovers, came with it, and this is a 1-string tree that came with it as well. And I know that neck fits that body. Now, so good news on this is that I've got a neck and a body. Okay. And I know that this neck goes on that body because it came on that body. This is the guitar that I bought for like $50, not like $50, for $50. And from a guy around town. So truss rod works, life is good. So I need to get a nut, and I've done all the fret work. I've done everything to it. I do need to take some 1500, 2000 grit sandpaper and smooth this out, get that poly off of it, and it's just kind of rough. Then after I do that, I'll put a little bit of that Howard feed and wax on it for that silky goodness. Now, the challenge with this guitar is that I've got 4 holes and room for a switch. So I believe that I have purchased everything I need. I've got pots, and I actually purchased a coil split switch because I was going to put the coil split switch on my other Tease guitar, the Tease SBH-HD series. You can split the coils on the humbucker in the bridge position. I was going to drill a hole in the control panel, control plate as it were, of the original Tease that I have, the SBH edition, and split that coil. But since this has that extra hole, I could put it in there. I don't know that I necessarily want to split the coil, but it's just an extra hole. So I think I do have all the parts I need for this as well. I have been acquiring different things along the way. So I think contestant number 3 is the winner chicken dinner. Now, this guitar neck, this pocket man, it's really ugly in here. It's really uneven. I've got to figure out how, there's like a divot right here. It looks like somebody took a router and just kind of put a big old divot in there. It also had that plastic piece right here, which I did retain. It had those piezo style pickups in it originally. Lots of room in the cavity here. I don't have a cover for this, which I assume was a 9-volt battery slot at one point in time. But that's the least of my concerns. If that was open, I'd be all right with it. It won't be. I'll figure it out. But so everything else is just a matter of figuring out, what am I going to put in here? Are those all pots? Are those all, is there a split coil split switch? Sorry guys. Or I guess what I could do is I could do volume, volume, tone, tone. Shout out Tone Yeager. Double the tone, double the fun. Or I could search for that tone. Shout out Brian. Anyway, guys, I'm thinking I don't have to refin the body. It's not in great shape, but it doesn't need to be refinned. It does need to be cleaned, and maybe I can buff some of this out. I don't know. So it's just a matter of hardware and electronics and putting that neck back on. So I think, guys, what I'm going to do for the next project in my work vids, I believe we'll start with option number 3 here. And then put in the comments, though, what you think about those bodies and those necks. And in particular, you know, should I try to broaden the neck pocket itself, or just take a little bit off the sides of those necks? Guys, I've never done. Anybody who hangs out with me knows that the channel is all about my learning. And so that would be a huge learning curve for me. I've never done anything like that. I'm up to the challenge, my friends. I certainly am. But yeah. And I don't know about this neck, man, not having the dots on the fingerboard. I guess I could buy some stickers if I really wanted to. It does have the dots, you know, on the top of the fingerboard. Well, guys, this is kind of a crazy video in that there's no resolution to anything, but I did want to have a conversation with you. I want to show you what we've got kind of stacked up here, and get your feedback, get your comments, particularly on the neck pockets and the necks. And if you've got any suggestions about the Peavey and what I could do here, feel free to put it in the comments. I was thinking Nashville originally. I was thinking humbucker in the bridge, thinking a Telly lipstick pickup right here, and then maybe routing this out and putting a middle Strat pickup right there. That's what I've been thinking about, but I haven't done any of it yet, obviously. So, all right, guys. Well, that's what I'm thinking, man. Hey, man, what are you guys working on? Put it in the comments. What's going down where you are, man? What kind of cool projects you got going on? Yeah, guys. Well, man, thanks for hanging out with me tonight and just listening to me do some external processing. And if you have ideas, please put it in the comments. Hey, well, special shout out, guys, to our Jacks, our channel members, for all your love, support, encouragement, and edification along the way. And thanks to all of you for taking any time at all today to hang out, talk about guitars and life and projects. All right, guys, y'all are the best.
As always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, man, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your best selves, everybody. Catch you down the road.